Y si mi primo envió a alguien a perseguirme, tenemos un problema muy grave, porque mi primo nunca habría dudado de mí. Desde que llegamos a la isla soy la persona en la que más confía, y le he salvado la vida entre 5 y 6 veces, según él mismo dijo. Así que si desconfía de mí, ya se volvió loco.
Constantine.
My dear cousin, I'm always happy to see you. What news do you bring?
I finally managed to enter the sanctuary at the heart of the island, and I was able to talk with Enon Miel Frictamen.
How marvelous! Tell me about it.
The sanctuary is heavily protected.
I remember you saying that Vimbar's death wasn't going to help us. How did you fix this problem?
I had to interfere in the natives' elections and earn the trust of the pretender who seemed to be the best choice.
You really are an outstanding diplomat. My father is an
Yes.
old, bitter man, but he was right about you. Tell me, who did you choose?
Dunkus. He's the king of the village of Vigyigador, and a Donegad full of wisdom.
I'm certain that you have made the right choice. And then what did you do?
I was able to enter the sanctuary. It was an incredible experience.
It had to be. Oh, how I envy you. Entering the most secret places on this island, talking to a god. What does he look like? Is he some kind of very old and very powerful Donegad?
No. In fact, I spoke to an extremely large tree, as strange as it may sound.
Fascinating. And I thought that gods were always old bearded men.
No lo
Did he
saben.
tell you where the Malachor was coming from?
De hecho,
Is it a
normalmente no lo
curse that he
saben.
cast upon the first settlers?
No. According to him, we are responsible for the emergence of the Malachor. By exploiting the Earth so much, we have poisoned it, and the disease has contaminated us through the water that we drink and the plants that we eat.
Strange, and yet it seems plausible. So, there wouldn't be an antidote?
He says that the Earth can be healed, that his children know how to do it. I suppose he was talking about the Donegada. He also said that by healing the Earth, we would heal those who live on it.
This is a fascinating revelation. It won't be easy for our neighbors to accept it, however. I'm afraid that even my father might receive it with skepticism. Did he tell you anything else?
No. But it's true that the conversation ended abruptly. An intruder had managed to sneak into the sanctuary, and we had to flee to evade the wrath of its guardians.
An intruder, you say? Then I guess this sanctuary isn't that heavily protected. Your work really is exemplary. The entire continent should be thanking you. But I see it's already quite late. If you...
Where are you going?
Not very far, rest assured. Don't be concerned. Use the opportunity to take some rest. See you later.
But why would he leave like
Ah,
that?
voy a tener que
God,
perseguirlo, voy a tener que ver
do
qué
you know
pedo.
where my cousin is going?
Sorry, Your Excellency.
You are one of his bodyguards, aren't
I am, Your Excellency. But recently...
you? Recently?
I...
You better
But I don't mean to be disrespectful towards him. But His Highness's behavior has been very... peculiar recently. He sleeps very little, and goes out alone almost every night.
And it didn't occur to anyone that I should be informed.
Well, His Highness had specifically ordered us not to tell you about it.
And where does he go? I thought the days when he used to go from tavern to tavern were over.
He doesn't go to taverns, Your Excellency. From what I know, he goes outside the city.
Where
Fuera de
could
la
he go
ciudad.
outside the city?
I've no idea. We saw him going...
Listen, I understand this matter is putting you in a difficult situation. You were supposed to protect my cousin wherever he went, but he refused and ordered you to keep your mouth shut. But Constantine is not just my governor. He's my cousin. I'm worried about him. He's already been abducted once when leaving the city. So, if you know anything else...
I don't... When he doesn't leave the palace, he stays in his... He writes so much down in there that he could fill entire books. Here, I hope you find...
I don't like this at all. What could he be doing outside every night?
Normally, I would have said getting drunk at the tavern, but clearly...
Todo este potencial sentimiento de poder, me siento tan vivo, mis experiencias han dado sus frutos, el vínculo de Katasak me curó, pero los que establecí yo mismo me han convertido en un dios. Dentro de poco toda la isla responderá a mi llamada, si no me interrumpen. Un pequeño grupo de insulares exiliados me vio mientras pasaba por Cuenbar la otra noche. Si me denuncian, podrá arruinar todo el plan. No puedo correr ese riesgo. Tengo que librarme de ellos.
I'm starting to believe that the revelations of Enon Miel Frichtemann had some truth to them. Let's rummage through his
Parece que
papers.
sí.
We may find a clue.
Tengo que ir con los exiliados ahora. Los exiliados son los que sacaron de la aldea que ahora se convirtió en San Mateo, creo.
Sorry. It can't be easy to discover that your cousin has descended into madness. But we can't let him kill these people simply because he's afraid they might have seen him.
Sí, no podemos dejarlo matar gente. Ciertamente. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué
May the
pasó?
trees
Díganme.
on your road always bear fruit.
Thanks. You saved us. These beasts would have...
These animals were strange, as if
I'm glad I could help you. I'm looking for a young man.
Someone like you?
In some ways. But his marks are different. Darker.
He's talking about the crazy Don Agad.
Indeed. That might be him. Do you know where to find him?
no. We see him passing by around nightfall, but we don't know where he's going.
He walks along the path, often followed by some beasts.
He has a sim.
And you do well to hide. I think he's the one who sent these animals to attack you. Do you have any idea how I could figure out where he's going?
He could hide in the old house. He would see him passing by and could follow, couldn't he?
You're right. If you take this path, you can hide there.
Thank you. You've
Be
been...
prudent, Onol Manawi.
Eso es todo.
I'll leave you...
Qua awalem.
Vamos a esperarlo. Para que cuando venga no nos espere. Por aquí debería de haber un lugar al que subirme, si entiendo correctamente. Un lugar al cual entrar. ¿Por dónde se sube aquí? Creo que es por aquí.
We can't be seen from the path. Let's wait here to...
I see him. And he's not alone.
Sigue a Constantine. Uy, ya está a 134 metros, a ver. ¿Cómo no? Claro que va a dejar bestias para que lo defiendan. Lamentablemente parece que dejé toda mi munición.
He opened the passage for himself here. Let's follow him, quick.
Entonces ahora él tiene el poder de controlar las plantas como lo tenían los de la isla antes. Bueno, supongo que los de la isla todavía lo tienen, pero... El árbol dijo que él está robando su poder. De alguna manera. Y todos los que dicen que lo han visto salir dicen que no saben a dónde va. Pero ahora sabemos que él es el responsable de enviar a las bestias.
Constantine, what are you doing? Cousin! You're here! I would have preferred that you learn all of this another way. To be able to reveal everything. And there are some things that escape us.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but what are you doing here?
I seem monstrous to you. I am well aware of that. But I promise to explain everything when the moment is right. Then you will understand. You will see. The temptation is so great to share all with you, right? You have done so much for me, but I still have more to do. Forgive me and have patience. Hold them back, but do not kill him for anything in the world.
Oh, a este no me he enfrentado antes. Este es diferente.
Constantine, come back and explain yourself.
I taught this spoiled brat how to wield a weapon, and now he's throwing beasts at us.
Young man, it's the only explanation.
Pero parece no ser mucho más fuerte que los que he enfrentado hasta ahora. Ciertamente caen los patrones de siempre. Carajo, no tengo suficiente. No tengo suficiente equilibrio para aguantarle los golpes intermedientes. Pues me mató, a pesar de que mi primo le dijo que no me matara. Voy a tener que saltarme este...
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But I still have more to do.
Constantine, come back and explain yourself.
I think I taught this spoiled brat how to wield a weapon, and now he's throwing beasts at us.
Strong man, it's the only explanation.
Esta la tengo que esquivar, no puedo.
flesh of my earth. Help me. You saw him do it, didn't you? You saw him draw from me, steal my children, my guardians, pervert my force.
Yes, but I don't understand.
What he wants, eternity, strength, power. It is what they all want. Those who take without looking beyond themselves. Like all those from the faraway lands.
Hoy acabo esto.
He wasn't like that. He couldn't care less about all that.
Then it is the sickness, the brevity of his existence that terrified him to the point it changed who he is.
Eso sí podría
ser. Stop him. Each time that he bonds, he destroys me a little more. And with me, the hope. And now it's my heart. You must.
It is mad.
The consequence of his. Stop him. Flesh of my earth. Or the.
I still can't believe.
I understand, but Enon Milfrichteman never lies.
We must learn more if we want to understand his plans and prepare this hiding place he was talking.
If in his folly he remembered just a small bit of what I taught him, then he shall walk. We will need to be discreet.
You're thinking of all the creatures.
Precisely.
We might also be able to count on help from the Nords. We'll need to speak to their admiral. We should also be... And of course we can... But not here. Let us go.
Congregación de los mercaderes hostil directamente. Voy a tener que convencer uno por uno a la gente de que me ayude en su contra. Tristemente. Ah, no es cierto. Este es uno de los primeros contra los que me enfrenté, de hecho. Pero solamente lo había enfrentado afuera de la tumba del rey. Por suerte ahora cuando menos tengo el carisma al máximo y la intuición en 2 de 3 para poder ayudarme a convencer a estos.
What brings you here?
I came to ask for your help in stopping my cousin, Dunkus. Did you hear about the attacks of creatures led by strange guardians throughout the island?
Yes, Darren sent a messenger to tell me about it.
My cousin was sick, and to cure him, Katasak used the bonding ritual on him. But the power he received from it made him mad, and he started bonding himself in other places. He transformed his guardians each time, and used them to attack those he considers to be his rivals.
What you're telling me is terrifying. Your cousin is breaking the balance. He's consuming...
Indeed. Enon Milfrichteman warned me that Constantine was now targeting the sanctuary at the heart of the island. I cannot fight him alone. I need allies. I intend to go and find because we must all...
Your will and the call. We will be by your side in the battle. I am not a fighter, and I would also like for you to take this weapon.
Thank you, Dunkus.
Don't thank me.
I must admit that I expected Dunkus to be more angered when he learned what Constantine had done.
He's a sage amongst sages.
Una masa.
Even amongst the Donegada.
Bastante buena, pero...
speaks in his ear. I think he already knew what was happening, even before we came to see him.
That confirms it. I made the right choice. Teofredi couldn't have a better High King.
Entonces ahora, por la ayuda de quién buscamos. A los nautas. Los nautas no creo tener tanto problema. Con los que voy a tener problema va a ser con los de... No, parece que se va a tener un poco de problema con ellos. Solamente tuve buena relación con los insulares y con... creo que los mercaderes.
Desarde.
I have come to ask. My cousin he took control, and now he...
A difficult situation. Who's in charge of the island is not...
It actually does concern you. If my cousin takes control of the island, soon there will be no ports where your ships can berth. He's not looking for political influence. He desires power. Absolute power.
I see. It's a decent argument.
We must stop him at all costs. And for that, I already have the support of other factions. But I was hoping...
Alas, even if I wanted to, I couldn't say. They don't trust you enough to follow you and fight...
Could there be a way to make them...
Captain Reuben warned me that he suspected a member of his crew of being... It is almost certain she sent secret navigation information.
Why ask me to take...
This is a very serious accusation. One that the Norts are like a family, very connected, but also likely to carry resentment. I think an external view is... Anyway, you're...
I see. What is the...
It's up to you. At the...
Very well.
Voy a tener que hacer esta misión.
Captain Reuben?
Aye.
Desarde.
What?
The apps. You told...
What? Something. But you should... Yeah, but did you...
The apps.
So you... Did you...
That'll be...
Voy a tratar de hacerlo rápido.
Hey,
good. I'm looking...
I know.
Did you
too, man.
I need to go.
Smooth sailing.
Your Excellency, what can I do for you?
Can you tell me anything about...
I don't know her very well. But
would you
know? Anything?
I need...
Farewell.
Your Ex...
What? I would like...
You know,
do you know... I'm afraid I need...
Does not help much. The girl has changed her attitude. I agree. Maybe she had good reason for it. Lost her cards. Heart, homesick.
We were told that she was sometimes at the tavern. We should take a look there.
Toda esta parte la voy a cortar del video. Vamos a cortar directamente a cuando ya tenga todas las uniones que necesito tener antes de la batalla. 4:40 tengo que recordar.
Come closer, good people. The cure and wine from the continent.
Oh, it's you on old Manawi.
Come and see. This time,
These drunkards will eventually start fighting. We can't let them get away with it.
One more word. That's it.
Come on, Jen.
Hey!
Who are you? That's true.
You're wasting your time talking to...
You better get out of here unless you want to end up in jail.
Ooh, he thinks we'll allow that to... On God!
Things are about to get nuts.
No me importa lo que ustedes permitan o no permitan que pase. Yo no voy a permitir que hagan esto. Si ustedes creen que tienen el poder para evitar que algo pase, pues demuéstrenlo. Ahora sí, ¿en qué estaba?
What can I pour for you?
Give me a bottle.
What can I pour for you?
I'm looking for a...
Why don't you, Mark? Anything else?
Nothing.
Ah, así que es contigo, ¿eh?
Hey, change.
Oh, how may I help?
We're looking for a...
Yeah, I think... But I don't...
Have you ever heard...
Are you... What? I'm off.
Tell me what you... This should quench your...
Well, and he was in the... So, but no. There was a... They were... Now...
Where is this high...
Cross the bridge at the...
Thank you, sir.
My place. Do you want...
That'll be...
Hay un buzón en el que deja cosas escritas. Está del otro lado del puente, pensé que era aquí. Bueno, vamos a buscar.
This stone must be the one the soldier told us about. Look, it hides a box.
A box under a stone. What do we do now?
Well then, we'll have to catch whoever uses it.
We can hide in the... We can see...
Should we...
I think our spy is approaching.
Ahí está.
This man looks like a messenger. We should follow him and find out who gives him his orders.
Así es, deberíamos. Aunque no creo que le haga gracia que lo sigamos si se da cuenta. Aha!
Well, gentlemen.
Fool! They followed us!
But I was careful.
I'm the legate of the merchant congregation, and you have been... So I said...
You're wasting your time.
Do you realize... Don't you think you better...
Wait! I don't want to end up in jail. It's not about the secrets of the congregation. Some time ago, it was rumored that the secrets of the Naughts... So I started exchanging the Naught who was... We were only at the negotiation stage.
Who is the Naught you're talking?
I've no idea.
Very well. And give me the message in your...
Very well. Now, if you'll allow me...
Vamos a informar al almirante. Parece que no alcanzaron a cambiar los secretos, así que a lo mejor pueden arrestar al culpable antes de que salgan los secretos.
Ah, Your Excellency.
There is indeed a spy among the Naughts, but the spy's identity remains to be proven. Take this. I have recovered this note, which seems to suggest that your secrets have been offered to several buyers. The Alliance citizen we met did not win the bid.
I knew it. My logbook has just been stolen, and of course Alba is missing. Do we really still need proof?
This book must be found at all costs before Alba sells it. Your Excellency, can we count on you once?
I would like...
Alba is...
This reduces...
This is a
Claro, necesitamos encontrar... A ver, ¿cuál es la misión ahora? Sigue investigando en San Mateo. Ahora tengo que irme hasta San Mateo a seguir investigando esto.
There are Naughts who gave us information when they had problems with the Inquisition. Do you remember him?
Yes, I remember Fernando. Let's go and see him.
Vamos con Fernando entonces. sea quien sea, Fernando. Porque yo no me acuerdo. Mi personaje a lo mejor sí, yo personalmente no.
Good day, Disa.
We're looking for a young...
I've heard about her. So you should ask them if you... But me? More questions?
Thanks.
No la he visto por la zona, No sé qué está pasando con mis frames ahora. ¿Tú sabes
Your
algo?
Excellence, what fair...
We're looking for a...
Yes, I remember her well. She asked me when our ship was leaving. I told her she better talk to the captain. So she left.
You say she was fleeing her father?
Yes, that's what she said. He followed her here to take her back to Tuleme. Poor child.
Did she tell you what his name?
Yes. She told me that if a certain...
Surely it was a fake excuse.
Really? Yet she seems to...
If her father is actually...
Well, at one point I asked her why she was not waiting at the tavern for a ship to leave. She told me she could not go to the tavern. So maybe...
I must leave you.
O sea que vamos ahora a la taberna, pero es de noche, tengo que ir. Espero que me dé la opción de esperar ahí una vez llegue, porque no tengo ganas de estar dando vueltas.
No.
Voy a tener que venir de noche, ¿verdad? ¿Dónde hay un lugar en el que pueda descansar por aquí? Ahora sí, vamos a ver si el padre de Alba existe.
Hello.
Indeed, sir.
My name is Desarde. We're looking for a young...
Alba, what a stupid name. Her real name is Clara, and yes...
Have you seen her recently?
Alas, no. Otherwise, I would have brought that little idiot back to Tuleme. Why did she have to leave? What madness could make her leave the convent to go to sea?
Your daughter is accused of espionage.
Espionage? I can't believe it. For treason, she rejected her country, her faith, and her family. But I will soon bring her back on the right path.
Tell me more about this sleuth.
Some inquisitors are specialists in hunting criminals. That's certainly the case with this Johannes.
Do you know where we...
His last message... I'm sorry, I can't...
Thank you, sir.
If you find... I hope we're done.
I'll leave you, sir.
Esta va a ser una
He talks
misión
about
larga.
Wencharier, the village of Katasach. There is a mine shaker's camp nearby. Shall we go there?
Seguramente sí sea ahí a donde tenemos que ir ahora. A 60 metros está ya.
Get down and listen. It seems to me that it's our sleuth.
Hey, who goes there? Who are you?
My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the congregation.
That dirty little eel slipped through my fingers. But this...
Your brutality...
I don't care about your orders. You will regret it.
To my help! And death to the young!
Let's free this poor man quickly.
He would have... You're probably right.
You saved me. Meet me in when...
¿Realmente necesito esto o puedo ir simplemente a la misión de encontrar el escondite? Vamos a tratar de encontrar el escondite y vamos a ver si me deja hacerlo solo, sin aliados o con el único aliado que tengo, porque la verdad es que estar haciendo estas misiones secundarias ya me cansó. Tengo que convencer a TLM de que participe obligatoriamente. No puede ser. ¿Cómo está mi relación con TLM? Sospechosa. Genial. Y no creo que esto pueda resolver con carisma. Yo sí los he estado tratando directamente mal.
Your Eminence.
Sir.
Do you?
Yeah,
and I...
you're...
Indeed.
And thanks to...
Constantine acted alone. As for the way he...
Absolutely. Are you telling me...
Something like that. But the power thus gaining...
But why attack us?
His... And I won't... Having a
You expect us to participate, I hope. Or have...
Are you implying that you may change...
If you accept to deal with the...
Very...
I'll be glad... Anything?
I must leave you.
Naturally.
¿Qué problema quiere que resuelva ella? A ver, esta no es. Esta no es. Esta no es. Esta no es. Podría ser... Va a ser conflictos teológicos. Ah. Y ahora resulta que ella es la única relación obligatoria que hay que tener para poder hablar con él. A ella hasta le he matado espías sin preguntarle nada. Vamos a esperar que esta sea todo lo que necesito. Porque así no tengo problemas. Hola.
Oh, there.
What's going on?
After deciphering the content of the tablets, but they must have encountered most likely.
I'm not a doctor.
Oh, please. And the healer we said.
This man is burning up with fever and he bears several. The flesh is swollen around the bites. Have you tried giving him any?
Of course, but to no avail.
No matter what happens.
Why, of course. These savages are always to blame. There are some rare animals there, and their venom is terrible. A healer from...
We could ask Lair.
Pídele ayuda a Lair. Lair es un insular que tienen aquí mismo en el campamento. Es el líder de los insulares de este campamento. Para ser más preciso. Él cree que conviviendo con ellos tarde o temprano va a poder hacerlos aceptar lo que él piensa. Hola, Lair, ¿cómo estás?
Onol Manawi, I heard that you...
Did Vindwal tell you?
Yes, and I feel more at peace, knowing that our brothers are alive, and that they will be able to join another clan. And you proved me right. Peace with the Renaigse is possible.
I need your advice. You may already know that one of the researchers...
I heard about...
He has all the symptoms of a poisoning. But the anti-poisons we gave him had no effect. He must have been bitten by a creature of the...
So, alas, our Donegat is one of the...
Thank you. I will go... I have to go.
Like...
Tengo que pedir ayuda otra vez.
Here you are.
I have come to ask...
I do know.
One of the researchers came...
And now he has the Llewellyn fever. We have a good knowledge.
Do you know which
Yes. These priests are idiots. So, make him drink this remedy and...
Thank you, Vin.
Gracias, ahora tengo un antídoto. Parece que esto va a ser mucho más fácil de lo que pensé. Esta misión es rápida.
You are in Eden.
Where was I? The swamp is so hostile.
What caused...
A nightmarish creature. A colleague.
Show me the
There.
Thank you.
Ahora, bueno, no, ahora tengo que ir a salvar a sus inútiles amigos. Pero yo ya había ido a la ciénaga. Tanto que tengo 2 puntos de transporte. Debe de ser donde matamos al otro tipo. Al guardián. Pero parece que efectivamente son tontos los que vinieron, porque se metieron más profundo de lo que fui yo. Y yo fui lo suficientemente profundo para encontrarme con un guardián. No sé qué saber lo que se encontraron ellos.
I do not remember there being a path in this place the last time.
No había.
Indeed. It was probably cleared by the expedition. We should follow it if we want to find them.
todo lo que no sea de la mejor calidad va a ser reciclado, porque necesito recuperar peso. Pero los dos pesan entre 0 y 1. Eso debería ser suficiente por ahora. Encuentra a los teólogos. Pues vamos, pero estoy convencido de que van a estar muertos.
Hey, what's...
Your Excellency, I'm so happy to see...
How did you manage to find...
Brother Fidelis managed to reach Eden. He's the one who told us...
But he didn't leave alone. What happened to Father Orbricus, who was accompanying him?
He must be dead, like our other companions. This is yet more proof that you are not fit to lead such a team. I should be the one...
Maybe...
This expedition was undertaken with no concern for common sense. We are not equipped to explore this. Our people are disappearing, and all we have found are some falsified writings.
Brother Virgil is terrified, which probably explains... We have made incredible discoveries, and we could...
You are beyond redemption. I won't waste another second. If you want to talk to me, Your Excellency, it will have to be...
How charming.
Your Excellency, I hope you will forgive us for that, but ever since we arrived here, it has been unbearable.
Before anything else, I need...
What would you like to know?
For what reason?
The expedition itself, I'm afraid. Virgil was always against it, especially under my supervision. For him, our discoveries in Eden were sufficient. They confirmed what he wanted. The rest did not matter. According to him, we should never have continued. And when we found new tablets, it became even worse.
Were they also written?
Without a doubt. The handwriting is the same. There are also some... But what really angers Virgil is the content. Our founder explains that he learned a lot from the islanders. Something our brother cannot accept. He now persists in saying that these tablets are fake, forged by the...
I must leave you.
What would you...
I must leave you.
No, parece que todavía tengo que preguntarle esa última.
You're... What?
Brother
Yes, 3 more. I made...
And
a lot in...
I'm thankful.
Of course, that...
Voy a tener que hablar con ese güey, pero no me cae bien.
Brother Virgil.
What do you want?
Brother Fidelis told me...
They did not go missing. They were killed. And let's not forget the savages. We can feel their presence, roaming around.
That's strange.
There aren't any. There are a few hermits, but they are... And they have better things to do than roam around their camp.
We have been in this region, and the only native we met was a little insane, but would have been incapable of...
Those savages may very well have been following us since... We will not be safe on this island.
I see. So
we can die as well.
Can you explain to me what caused...
The reason for it is very simple. It is discovered... And now...
What do you mean?
We found some new tablets, but their content is so... I am certain that the natives must have found these stones before us and modified...
How would they have done that?
They must have been helped by an unscrupulous settler. How would I know?
I cannot take sides in your quarrel for now. And, in any case, even if you think they are dead, we have...
Well, if you are prepared to take such a... But I would not get my hopes up. To get there...
Voy a tener que resolver esto. Voy a empezar así. Hacia la derecha y después a la izquierda. O parece que es obligatoriamente en sentido contrario en mi investigación. Ahí hay un muerto, obviamente.
This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
No. Look, it may be what someone wanted it to look like, but his wound was inflicted with a weapon. He was struck in the back of the head, from behind, with a mace made of metal, not stone.
No tengo el talento necesario.
This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
No. Look, it may be what someone wanted it to look like, but his wound was inflicted with a weapon. He was struck in the back of the head, from behind, with a mace made of metal, not stone. Found it,
To my help! Death to the others! Things are about to get dicey!
Listo, se acabó la pelea. Vamos a seguir con lo de las desapariciones, que es lo importante ahora mismo. Ok, esto a lo mejor sí me queda
Things are about to get dicey!
Vamos a investigar lo de los desaparecidos.
This poor soul was almost entirely devoured. He must have been killed by swamp animals. Even so, this wound looks different from the others. It looks like a knife wound.
You're right. He was stabbed before being fed to the animals. But anyone could have used such a blade.
Un muerto acuchillado, un muerto con una maja en la cabeza. Debería aprender que el otro fue más o menos igual.
These fang marks are impressive. The poor man didn't have a chance. He must have been attacked by a large reptile, most likely a Llewellyn. But what was he doing alone so far from camp? It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
The deaths of these people were a deception. Only the Renaigse are deceitful enough to do such a thing. They kill each other and accuse my people. This virgin, he wants to push aside this woman at all costs. He must be the culprit.
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation.
Oh. Ah, hay un campamento, ¿no? Sí, hay un campamento. Voy a tener que ir al campamento a dejar mis cosas. Porque tengo tanto encima que no puedo correr ahora mismo. No, mi perro está aquí a un lado, ya decía yo que algo ya. Corre. De todas maneras, en este punto de la historia ya no me hace falta tanto oro ni nada. Así que vamos a guardar todas estas armas legendarias que realmente no vamos a usar. Toda esta armadura. Y vamos de regreso con los del campamento a decirles que uno de ellos está matando a los demás.
Brother Virgil.
Your Excellency!
Indeed. I regret to say that they are indeed all dead.
I knew it. What a waste. Eugenia and her recklessness are to blame for this.
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this. These deaths are not accidental, and yet they were disguised as such.
The savages! Their thirst for blood is
Watch your tongue, priest. Only the Renaigse are...
Who else could it?
Someone who desperately wanted this expedition to fail. Does that remind you?
Fine. You unmasked me. The Ordo Luminis sent me to keep an eye on this expedition, to ensure that the discoveries we made would not jeopardize our nation or our presence. But the inscriptions on the tablets are a heresy. Can you imagine what would happen even then? Foolish Eugenia accepted without realizing that our entire nation could...
I understand that you might want to protect your nation, but to go as far as a...
Come now. What would you... You cannot make me believe that you... But since you want to avoid using violence, help me... My colleagues and I know how...
This Renaigse, the priests would...
It seems to me that all members of this expedition are concerned.
Si hace falta matarlo, lo mato. Es más, quiero matarlo.
Everybody listen.
How awful.
Someone wanted us to believe that your colleagues were murdered.
What?
Brother Virgil confessed to his crime.
Monster!
You stupid goose. You shouldn't have been so quick to accept these lies that could destroy our nation and want to...
How dare you...
Adiós, Virgil.
I'm sorry, sister.
The coward.
And naturally...
Perhaps I shouldn't have revealed his crimes, but I thought it was the best way of...
Considering how high tensions have been these last few days, a fight was in... Here. Take... Alas. We will have to go back to Eden.
Were you hoping to discover...
Of course. This place was... The last tablets speak... But even if Virgil...
We could go there...
That would be... I think I know... Perhaps you...
Don't worry.
Voy a tener que llevar esta misión hasta el final si quiero que me ayuden los de Teleme. Sobre todo porque acabo de matar a uno de sus investigadores. Bueno, pero se lo merecía, se lo ganó. Tal vez sea un problema lo mal que me cae esta gente. Ciertamente podría nublar mi juicio, no diré que no. Estoy nivel 30 y no sube más. No sé si es porque me falta 1 de experiencia o 30 es el nivel máximo. Era cosa de que me faltaba 1 de experiencia, muy bien. Voy a subir precisión y voy a subir eso. Averigua dónde se puede San Mateus, es por acá.
You'd have to be insane to want to live in such a place. Even a saint would want to stay dry.
acá hay algo arriba. Es un lugar de campamento. Incluso un santo le gusta estar seco. Cuento que este es San Mateo.
Things are about to get dicey. Move away. Things are about
Mismo va a
to
ser
get
San
dicey.
Mateo.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey. A cavern. If I were an old hermit, this is probably where I'd have settled.
Pero de hecho, creo que hasta aquí lo vamos a dejar por el día de hoy. 5 horas y media me parece más que grandioso para un día de grabación. Vamos a tener que dejar esto hasta el lunes o sábado y domingo. Si tengo tiempo de transmitir, lo voy a hacer. Muchas gracias por venir y les deseo un gran día.